of the, if not perhaps the most charitable businesses in our community. Would you agree to that?
I would agree.
I think our next guest.
Did you call the delivery or did Caleb?
No, they didn't.
Oh, okay.
Jiminy Christmas.
It's okay. From
the Shelton Domino's, Jaron and Alise.
Yes, sir.
Very nice to see you, meet you both. Thanks for coming on the air. And we have seen Shelton Domino's all around our community for a very long time now. I guess it's you guys. You guys are such helpers to groups that people are having fundraisers, or people are working on projects, and all of a sudden you show up. And this is to me fascinating, because as we were talking about earlier this morning, I am hard pressed to think of another local either Domino's franchise or even just another local group that is able to give so much back to the community. Jaron, talk to me a little bit about how you have now become, and the time you're a manager at Domino's, and kind of how that works, how you're able to give back so much.
Well, I'm able to give back so much because I have empowering franchisees.
Okay.
And they definitely have full faith and belief in me, and encourage me to reach out to any local event, any kind of fundraisers or auctions going on, and just blow them away with generosity.
So that doesn't come down from corporate. This is the franchise owner.
This is Jaron getting in touch with every single person in town and just having his hands out there, and they reach out to him when they're in need.
Yeah.
He finds a way every time.
Yeah, so again,
Endlessly.
it's our franchisees.
That's amazing.
They let him just say, yes, please help your town, support your community, bring in whatever ideas you got, and let's see what happens.
And you come up with some great ideas, including the Raising the Dough events, which you've done over the years, and I know raise a ton of money for great organizations. Last Monday, I saw you up there on the stage at Mountain View. You're going to take your hat off for everybody. You can see it in the camera, getting his head shaved.
That's a lot of hair. That's shaved.
It's growing back. My son this morning was like, "Can I touch it? It's finally growing back, Daddy."
It was a clean shave at Mountain View Elementary to help as we were raising funds for Cameron, and then it was also the Raise the Dough event, which brought in, how much was the final totals?
The final totals for the Raise the Dough event for Cameron was $6,500.
Wow.
That is amazing, as it was, 30% of the proceeds go back
Yes,
from the orders. And I saw pictures of people ordering tons and tons of Dan Brock, right? He ordered a ton of stuff for Turning Point.
Yes. He ordered over 20 pizzas.
Like a pallet.
Yes.
You guys
Yeah,
were
we
carting
might have
in
needed
there.
a wagon or a trailer to help him get those over there.
You guys did more volume, I read on your Facebook, the first hour, right? Than
The
a typical
first hour.
day?
We had
Correct.
people calling in, just being like, "Can I get in? Can I get in?" And we're like, "Oh, we gotta wait till 4 to have it count," And they'd be patient. And there were people that, they had things to do. It was extensive amount of stuff. They would just say, "Here, have the money.
We had people-
take what you need, feed who you can with this."
Yes,
I gotta go.
yes. We had people
It was
ordering
amazing.
that did not want to wait for the pizzas. I ran the counter the entire time, and I had people that wanted to order and just say, give it to the next person in line.
Wow.
I just want to help with
Oh my
this.
God.
We had people
That's
that
really
didn't want to
cool.
wait for the intense time frame, and I had checks being brought to us, $100 bills, $50 bills. The generosity was just moving.
And the
I had
patience
The
of
patience
them.
was
Oh, sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had goosebumps the entire fundraiser, because the last time we did something like this, it was huge, and it was for the Shelton High School pool, but this was definitely over the top.
Yeah.
So with the sales that were brought in between 4 and 7, we had raised $2,100 to give back. Everything else out of that $6,500 was kind donations.
Wow.
Cash, checks.
Wow.
So
fascinating.
it
And
was
even the crew,
insane.
Yeah.
everybody.
I mean, it's
in
not
our
just you
crew.
two. How many people you got working over there?
I had 21 people working that night, and all of my pizza makers and all of my delivery drivers on shift that night donated their tips back to Cameron.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't even think twice about it.
Didn't
That's
think
amazing.
twice about it whatsoever. it's just an amazing thing. I had to express to them, we've got this local family that needs our help. Can I get you guys on board? And with them seeing our buy-in for the event, it inspired them. We need to help them.
How long have you been a manager there now?
So the store manager, I want to say 7 years.
Okay.
I've been at this location for a total of 13.
Wow.
So is that up through, you went to Choice, right?
Yes.
So is that, you were working there when you were there or no?
Yes.
Wow,
so I
that's
actually
awesome.
started at this location when I was 16 years old, flipping signs on the street corner.
That's
for
awesome.
6 hours a week.
What
6
a cool
hours a week,
story.
and here I am, overtime every week.
What are some other ways that you give back to the community? I mean, I know that I will see people posting on Facebook that we're working late here, or we're making Christmas cards here, and you'll show up, and you said it's kind of just the network that you've created over these so many years. What are some other things that you're empowered to do through?
So I actually watch all of the local community Facebook pages and stuff like that. Any gatherings that people are doing, for example, this Thursday we have the winter celebration down at the Choice High School, and I actually reached out to the principal yesterday. I want to feed your students that are preparing this large event for the community. I want to give back to them so they're not stressed out and not having a moment to grab a bite to eat. So we're organizing that right now.
Wow, that's neat.
And it's everything from wildfires. Hey, let's feed the firefighters. It's teachers. It's first responders. It's children at school. They've got this big function, or it's anything. It really is just.
Some of my ideas, I cannot quite tell you
Where they
they've come
Just-
from. My franchisees, Jeff and Gina Farmer, they have just pushed me and motivated me to be 100% that I can be for the community. I have done things without permission from them.
Sure.
And just kind of like to test the waters to see what can I get away with. Never have ever been questioned or told, don't do that again.
That's great.
Yes.
Isn't that something?
Yes. So
They have a lot of faith in you.
they do have a lot of
That's awesome.
faith.
I'd
Yes.
imagine that you, as a store manager, at times will gather with other store managers around the area, region, training or whatever. How do they react when they find out about the freedoms that you're given?
So
Inspired.
that's funny. They are very inspired.
Yeah.
They are very inspired.
We're friendly, competitive through our
Through our
work
franchise,
apps
yes.
that we communicate with all the stores
Yes.
with.
Like I had gotten an award one time at our franchisee award ceremony, and it was for being the king of the community. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
But yes, no, I have some of our other general managers in our franchise that reach out to me and ask me, how did you do this? Or do you have any pointers for me? Or could you give me any marketing ideas? Because again, some of these ideas that I come up with, I'm not sure how I come up with them. It just rolls with it. And I just come up with these crazy ideas, like marketing or anything like that to get the word out for events. Like Steph's Espresso, she's awesome. She supports us 100% anytime we have any specials going on or events. Her and her girls are definitely on board to hand out flyers with every coffee.
And we
So-
take them to the schools. We will go to the businesses. I mean, they tag
Yeah, well,
windows. It's insane.
It's just proven in the community here. It's such a small, tight community. Like word of mouth is huge. So you want to be able to get the word out there to each and every person to have it be a successful event.
How long have you been with this Domino's, Alise?
just over 2.5 years roughly.
Uh-huh.
And just in that time, I mean, I started out as a driver and now I'm his right-hand girl,
Yeah.
you know, and he's never put limits on me.
That's great.
He's just said,
That's awesome.
come on, here we go. We got all this to do today. And every day, yeah, maybe making pizzas, but it's never the same day. So it's always a good
That's
adventure.
awesome.
So you're just down the street from Choice, and I would imagine that being seen in the community as much as you are, it would be an inspiration to some of those kids there at the high school to know that you can go from spinning a sign to being the store manager and go through that Choice program. Do you ever go back there and like speak to them or anything like that?
So funny you asked that. Yes, I have done a few of their career fairs. my district manager and I, we actually created a PowerPoint. I haven't made it back the last couple career fairs due to not being able to make it.
Sure.
But I go there and I tell them my story, and some of my friends actually still crack jokes about me being at Domino's 13 years later. Well, you've had 7 other jobs. I'm not at Domino's. I'm working for Jeff and Gina.
Yeah.
I'm working for people that care about us, and so it's a great feeling.
That's awesome.
We always say feeding Mason County one pizza at a time.
Yes.
That's it. Well, it's good pizza, and it's a good place to go. Frequent. Call them up. Get the app right. You can
Yes.
order all that stuff.
The app's fun to use too, and you guys
And
have
even
all
if
sorts
it's
of
being
deals.
a pain, give us a call.
It will help you. Yes.
Do you have a list of upcoming ways you're helping, or is it kind of it's coming up and it just kind of happens? I mean, you have something like coming up down the pike here in the next week or two, other than
So we have the winter celebration this week. I do have a calendar that I post in my office, and I check the chamber newsletters and stuff like that. Anything that may arise, I just try to reach out, because I mean it just takes a village to make everything successful.
And with Christmas time, it's the easiest time to kind of pipe in and help anybody who's doing something.
Mm-hmm. Well, we order Domino's a lot from our local one, and the pizza's really good. I mean, there was a time
It really
when
is.
isn't Domino's the one where they kind of did a whole revamp?
2008 revamped their entire ingredients.
They went and
See, I'm old
they
enough
read
to
all
remember the old Domino's.
Yeah. Well, they
There was
read.
a period where it
Didn't they
wasn't
read
so
all the
good.
comments or something like this? And they said, we
think
got to do
so,
something
yeah.
different here. And
It was the sauce, the cheese, and
Yeah.
the dough. And then we got that
Well, what else is there?
inspired garlic oil blend.
well, it's good these days. I like it. I will not be
Sharing
ashamed
with
to
us,
say
yeah.
I'm not sharing anything.
We have to sign a
Use this for
disclosure, but he's
myself.
going to tell us the secret recipe. We just can't tell
I
anybody.
don't think so.
Okay.
Well, very cool, and congratulations on all the hard work that you guys do for the community. It is it does not go unnoticed. I do know that for certain. Jaron, Alise, good to
Thank
see
you so
you.
much.
Thanks for coming on and talking with us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you,
Thanks, you
guys.
guys.